Hey guys, Novaexplosion, and welcome to Final Fantasy III, the Pixel Remaster. So yeah, we're back with Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster, specifically Final Fantasy III. A quick bit of history for people that don't know. Final Fantasy III was not localized in the West back when it came out. The story with Final Fantasies is 1, 4, and 6 were the first three localized in America, so they localized FF4, which is for the SNES originally, as FF2. And they did the same thing for 6 for the SNES as well. The one that's 6 is called 3 in America, the original SNES version. But FF2, 3, and 5 weren't localized outside of America until much later, so that got the naming convention thing a little off in Final Fantasy. But yeah, FF3 is the third game, obviously, in the Final Fantasy franchise. It is for the Nintendo. It started off the job system, which we all know and love from the later entries, and something that's a staple in not just FF, but just in general. A lot of games borrow it. But FF3 is the end of what I like to call the experimental phase of Final Fantasy. I feel like FF1, 2, and 3 they're good enough games. They're Final Fantasy. They're really products of their time, and they experiment with features that are used later in the game. Like 2 feels like a really good blueprint for 4, and 3 feels like a good one for like 5, etc. Like 4 perfects on 2, and 5 does the same for for 3. But you know, I figured I wanted another playthrough to start. I know I'm doing like a lot of other games at the moment, but I needed a quick playthrough. I wanted something short to start. There was another game I wanted to start, but this one was the easiest to set up, and I figured it's been a while since we played Final Fantasy II on the channel, which was like over a year ago when the Pixel Remasters dropped on modern consoles. So I thought it'd be a good time to play FF3 again. But yeah, I played this game once, way back when. I played it on the DS. This game was localized back in 2006, so we didn't get to play FF3 until the 3D remake, which was for DS, and then it got ported to Steam. I played it on Steam a few years back, and I would have played that version. Honestly, that version has some differences, like the characters having unique designs, and I think they changed like the first 1 to 2 hours of cutscenes because they rewrite some stuff for the characters, but gameplay wise it's not as good. It has a lot of problems, and I remember Final Fantasy III being one of my least favorite FF games, but it's because of that 3D remake. Like, there are some design choices in the 3D remake that I wasn't really a fan of, and also the Pixel Remasters just feel like a good enough way to play them because I can get a platinum trophy. That's mainly the reason. I wanted to get a platinum trophy, and I kind of want to play all 6 games this way because of the nostalgia factor, basically. But I don't think we need to touch this. Chat will just let me know how audio goes. But yeah, new game. Yeah, so the 3D remake confirmed that these characters have canon names. Now, I'm gonna go with those canon names because why not? I think when I did FF1, I named them after, like, they don't have canon names, so I just named them after, like, some of my favorite FF characters. So, this one is Lunith, the hero. Yes. I think this is Arc, or is this Refia? I don't know. We're gonna just do it like this. Lunith, Arc. Refia should be this one. And then the other one is, I think it's Ignis or Ingus? I have to double check. Let me double check this. I looked this up the other day. By other day, I mean like 2 hours ago. It's Ingus. Alright, Ingus is this one. So yeah, I played the 3D remake of FF3. It was a good enough time. It was Final Fantasy. I didn't like hate it, but it did become like one of my least favorite FF games. My least favorite's probably the original, which is weird to say, but like, I mean, you know, the original FF started FF, but it doesn't really have much else going on besides that. But it was one of my least favorites. I remember it had some mind-boggling decisions and some things I didn't really like about it. While it did start the job system, it has a lot of things in it that I wasn't a fan of. So I just thought the Pixel Remaster was a perfect way to play this game, and I've never played the Pixel Remaster. Plus, Platinum Trophy. Can't go wrong. Let's go. Alright, yeah, welcome to the stream. Into the silence, one of the Golgons prophesied the great earthquake was only the beginning. Oh, I actually get to advance this? I thought I was going to auto-scroll. The tremors tore the land asunder. The crystal sources of the world's light were swallowed into the depths as monsters emerged from the chasms now scarring the earth. Yet, that was nothing compared to the catastrophe to come. There are things I like about the 3D remake, and I'll talk about them during this playthrough. Something fathomless, ominous, and laden with sorrow looms on the horizon, but hope is not yet gone completely. 4 souls will be blessed with the power of light, and so it shall begin. Yeah, so this feels like a revitalization of the original Final Fantasy. Like, the premise is basically the same. 4 orphan youths raised by Topapa in the rural village of UR were out to test their mettle. I don't like calling a town UR, but they came across a cave, one of the very same that formed when the crystals were lost to the earth. What started as a simple game of exploration became so much more. But yeah, the 3D remake of the game rewrote some stuff, so each of the characters actually gets to meet one another. They're not all together at once, which is a really cool thing. Again, the 3D remake has some nice things, like each of the characters looks different. They don't start as Onion Knights like we're seeing here. They each have they gave them names in that 2006 remake, and also they add like new backgrounds for them, but like I waited. I was like, I would play a 3D remake, but the gameplay side of things had some issues. And also, I just want a free platinum trophy. Maybe down the line, I'll play FF3 again and do that 3D remake. Because, you know, Final Fantasy is something my channel is known for, and I just like playing the game. So maybe one day I'll play the 3D remake down the line, but I just thought the Pixel Remaster was a good enough way to play it. Because I already purchased all of them. Looks like we fell through a sinkhole. Now what do we do? Are you sure this is a good idea? Maybe we can climb out. You wanted to go exploring. Don't be such a scaredy cat. Hey, quick squabbling, you two. We need to find a way out of here. Anyway, we're gonna get the platinum trophy for this game. I got the platinum for FF1 and 2 in the playthroughs. I would like to do the same for 3. Oh, battles already. Look at this classic battle system. It always takes me back. Also, I'm excited to hear the rearranged soundtrack because FF3 had some good music. I mean, like, Uematsu always does good music, like, you know. Oh, I didn't realize that would... I should have, actually. This game was made in, like, 1990. We're in way over our heads. Let's get out as fast as possible. I should have known that moving the, D-pad would advance the dialogue, but I didn't. Okay, this is all the same as FF2 and 1's Pixel Remaster. You can, like, run... Yeah, hold O to run, easy. But yeah, we're gonna get the platinum trophy for this game, like I did for Final Fantasy 1 and 2. Basically. Die, you goblins. But yeah, I need something short to start. And FF3 is not a long game, so I figured we can knock it out. There were like 3 short games I had narrowed down. 2 of them made the running. The other one was, would have taken a bit to set up, and I did not have much time today, so I just decided this was the easiest to do. Hello. How do you do the... Yeah, here we go. We could turn off encounters like we did in the other 2 remasters. Default. Oh, I can change this on the fly. I mean, I've had to just run all the time, right? Huh? I don't see why not. What is it? There's something about that rock. Now that you mention it. It's just a rock. With an exclamation mark, apparently. Anyway, Final Fantasy 3 introduced the job system. So FF1, you had to pick your 4 characters, and that was it, you know? You pick your 4 characters, make them jobs, that was it, they were set. In this one, though, they have the job system, which you may or may not know from 5 or 10-2. Basically, I mean, 10-2 is kind of a job system, it's got the dress sphere stuff, but, you know. So we'll be switching jobs throughout the game, which was a really cool idea. And like I said, it went on to be in like a bunch of other games, not just Final Fantasy. There are a lot of other franchises that borrow the job system. So yeah, this is like where it all started. Basically. Yo, Leather Shield. Mostly Dragon Quest games. Do it. How do you open the... Oh, I can quick save, let's go. How do you open the map again? It's like... No, it's not that one. Oh, I can switch who I'm walking as. They're literally all the same. They're all just Onion Knights right now. How do I know there's a way to open the map. I just don't remember how. Oh, it's square. So we'll want to make sure we get all the chests. The trophy list is basically the same as the original FFs. I think all the Pixel Remasters basically have the same trophies. The heck? Carbuncle? This is not a carbuncle. At least it's not the one from FF8. But yeah. The trophy list is the same. Everything we did in FF1 and 2 we'll do here. We're going to clear the bestiary, get all the treasure chests. I think this game has what's called hidden items, which are like items that aren't chests, but they're like in random spots. So we'll get all those. Other than that, it should be kind of smooth sailing, basically. I would like to platinum this game, like on stream, like I did for 1 and 2. And part of me was gonna just skip this game and be like, let's play FF4, but like, I want to play them in order. I'm sure there were a lot of people who would be like, oh, just play FF4 already. I kind of wanted to play FF4 first, but I figured we should go in order. It'll make going back to 3 annoying. I feel like going in order is kind of the way I want to do this, although I had to do 6 first. I didn't really have to do 6 first. I did 6 first because I didn't know they were going to port these to console. That's why I did 6 first. So unfortunately, I broke that order. But, you know, I figured 1 to 5, just play them sequentially. Ow. Got all these varied character designs. I do like the, being the Onion Knight at the start is neat. In the original 3D version, you don't get the Onion Knight till, like, post-game or, like, late game or something. So getting to start with the Onion Knight is interesting. It gives like FF3 its identity. Ow. Stop going for Refia, you coward. I hate you. You guys gotta stop missing. Thank you. Hey, job level up. Yeah, job level up we'll get into. Also, something else they have that is really interesting is they should have it boost. We're not going to use these right now, but later in the game, we'll probably use the XP and Gil one. I think there's a trophy for getting like a certain amount of Gil, like FF1 and 3. So we will most certainly be sure to use that. There you go. Hello. Thanks for the potion. Can I just like auto battle? All I'm doing is attacking. Just like auto battle my way through this. Anyway, FF3, it's not a common, I think it's a relatively common opinion to be at the bottom of people's FF list. Yeah, but why is this such an odd color? Let's take a sip. I'm not too sure about this. This heals me, doesn't it? Sure does. FF3 is like often regarded as like one of the worst. Although I think 2 is more hated than 3, but I actually kind of enjoyed 2 for what it was, to be honest. Although I haven't played 3 in a while, so we'll see if that holds true. But I probably like 3 more than the original Final Fantasy, just because it's longer and it has the job system. And I don't know if I like it more than 2. I guess we'll see, because I played 2 for the first time via Pixel Remaster. Wait, did I get all the chests? Is there a way to check? Oh, yeah, switch map. Perfect. Okay, so 14 chests in the Altar Cave. I don't know if I can just get them all now anyway, so we're just gonna move on. As long as this area is not missable, we're fine. What's going on? A malicious force attacks the party. Oh, I love that transition. Yo, what's up, land turtle? How's it going? Die. Two is divisive. 2 is overhated, is what it is. I think. People are way too... It's not great, but like I think people are too hard on 2. I didn't hate it. A lot of people like hate that game. I think it's overhated. It's probably still at the bottom of my FF rankings, but like I mean, it's still it's a fine enough game. They tried a really cool leveling system, and it didn't always succeed, but I think the ideas were kind of neat. And the story feels like a blueprint for 4, because it feels like the rotating party members in the story feel like FF4, basically. And 4 perfected it. Perfected it for a 1994 game, that is. I played FF2 a year and a half ago. You should probably check that playthrough out and see my opinion on it. What was he doing? Wait. It's R1. Blue's the best color. Let's throw him with the blue one. Hello. Your crystal shines brightly. You 4 have been chosen. Whoa, the crystal is talking. I gave unto you the last of my light, and with it the last hope of a fading world. As things stand, light will soon disappear and the balance of the world will be destroyed. Accept the light into your hearts and the crystals will grant you unimaginable strength. You've chosen to be the bearers of our final chance at hope. You cannot allow light to fade from the world. Words. The party's enveloped in a bright light. So this is how you get classes in the game. This is the progression system. This is like how the game is structured, and this is how you get more classes in the game. Within the light, the will of the crystals surged through them. They decided to accept their destiny. And so began a journey to dispel the darkness and return light to the world. Oh, the classic. This theme makes a return in 12. It's like the opening theme. The young heroes receive the crystal's power. This isn't like the prelude, but I don't know what they call this, but it's like one of the main themes of FF. The prelude's the most iconic one, but this is another iconic one. It's in 9 and also 12? I think it's in the ending of 9 or something, probably. And with it, the world's last light of hope. Props on them for having a pink Onion Knight, by the way. They could have chose, like, orange. They could have chose, like, yellow. But they chose pink, and I respect it. Purple would have been amazing. But, you know. Yeah, it's the original 6 classes from the OG FF. Step onto the magic sigil to be transported to the surface. Embrace your destiny, warriors of light. Hope of the wind. So, I think the Onion Knight class is basically worthless. So, I think the way we're gonna do this, I like to make Arc a mage. So we'll make you a black mage. Oh, hello. I don't really have much items anyway. Yeah, make you a black mage. Reffy is gonna be our healer, so we'll make her a white mage. I don't know. Probably make you a, You know what? We went Warrior last time, didn't we? I think we did Warrior, Black Mage, White Mage, Red Mage? You could try Warrior Monk. You could try a Monk. That'd be interesting. I'm gonna make you a Monk. We could try something different. Yeah. And then you can be a Warrior or Red Mage. Probably just a Warrior, to be honest with you. Their shield, huh? Only warriors equip this? Sure, get some more evasion. Yeah, this is fine for now. We can always switch this, but I mean, I'm fine with this. Ah. Whoops. I don't know, just Roma's the monk, sure. We didn't use a monk last time. Wait, we're missing Thief, aren't we? Was Thief an option? Oh, yeah, Thief is not an option here. In the original, you got to choose these 5 and then Thief. But I think Thief might come later. I really thought it was all of them. Oh well. But yeah, FF3. It's still Final Fantasy. I enjoy playing Final Fantasy. We're gonna have a grand old time, basically. Sorry it took so long to get to this playthrough, by the way. You know, FF16 came out, I think it came out like 2 months after these were released to console, and then I wanted to play Remake again, then Rebirth was a huge game. But I have a feeling we'll be finishing all the rest of the Pixel remasters this year, probably. We only have 4 and 5 to go after this. Potion. Another potion? Lots of potions? How many stuff do we have? Alright, a chest, easy enough. I think this is where our first hidden item is, so we'll want to look for that. Anyway, yeah, I'll get all the Pixel remasters complete this year, probably. I'm sure I can do it. Like, it's only this 4 and 5. It's probably doable. We'll have to see what other games come out and what other games I want to play, though, but I'm gonna try to make it a priority. Hello. Give you a, get that for... I almost called him Vivi. Get that for Arc.